Welcome to the Put a Ring on It panel, y'all. Cheathab edition. This is season 1, episode 3. Something about in love with two women or something like that. Something like that, y'all. But thank y'all so much. Oh, I love that lipstick, ReallyB. That's real nice on you. Real nice. Okay. Look, ReallyB, she's so
5,000 times. Don't do me.
Look. She is so excited. She's at a loss for words.
Look how many times I've worn this lipstick. That's all that's left. So don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm just saying, y'all. So she's at a loss for words, y'all. The excitement is just running through her. She can't wait to get into this episode. I'm happy to be back. Y'all know I've been gone last couple days. Hey, Chuck, is this doctor a contemporary of Shy? I asked that. Chuck.
I gotta take this call, Trees. Go ahead. Keep going.
Okay, cool. Rock Chick, hey, welcome. And yeah, y'all, I don't know. I really want somebody, and that's terrible. I don't want to do that, like question that lady's credentials. But I kind of, after Cheyenne, now we got to look at everybody a little sideways, right? Promise I ain't going to keep y'all up here too long because I do know that the versus is going down. And hopefully Donnell Jones redeems himself, okay? Because when I tell y'all, that is literally probably, when it comes to R&B, that's probably like one of my top like choices. It's like between him and Case, but I think I still give it to Donnell. But after these videos came out of this last appearance that he made, it didn't look good. So, after I get off here, I'm hoping that I have something to really tune into. But yeah, y'all, thank y'all so much for joining us. No matter where you're watching from, please go ahead, do us a favor. Hit that like button, y'all. And if you're liking the vibe, but you haven't, go ahead and subscribe to both channels. Support us, okay? This was a real interesting episode, y'all. Okay, I really want Mia to blink twice if she needs help from us, okay? Because this man is not it. And I think she knows this, and I don't know if she's just playing it off for TV, because I can see that through the screen. Is it just me? Okay. Where do they stream versus? So that's a good point. I know it's gonna be somewhere on YouTube. A lot of people are streaming it. But I think
y'all. Yeah, it's all over. If you have
it's on Complex.
Complex has a YouTube channel. So you can go to their YouTube channel, but it's on all over.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's gonna be several people. Who's up there now singing? I don't know who.
You have Apple TV. If you have it's on TikTok, Apple TV, YouTube. Yeah, so go to Complex though.
Oh,
and then there are other like YouTubers that are like streaming it. That are like, I thought about doing it, but then I was like, I didn't want to fool around with it and get the live taken down and all of that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I knew I wasn't gonna be able to leave the live up. I would have just deleted it, but still, like, I don't know.
Is that 702 up there? Well, now look, y'all got me looking at all
I want to hear is they say this is a big rich town.
That's all. Yes, he has to do that. I didn't even think about that.
From the forest part.
Yes, he has to do that. That's a great point.
I was like, I just want him to do the power song. I don't care what else he's singing.
Okay, that's a good point. He does need to do that.
Hey, Queen. Tomorrow, when I'm at work tomorrow, I got to finish doing my classroom. I'll probably let it play in the background.
That part. Hey, Natalia, what network is this on? It is on OWN. And I think it's OWN and Heart and Hustle are the only thing that's really on OWN nowadays. Well, I'm sorry, Love and Marriage Huntsville is coming back. So they got some shows,
Love and Marriage Huntsville, Bell Collective, Heart and Hustle.
Oh, true.
Ayanla got that show, but I thought that was gonna be like a Where Are They Now show, but that's not what it is. So it kind of lost my interest. After I watched the first episode, I really thought it was gonna be like Get Ready to Love when it comes back.
That's a good point, Black Queen.
I really thought that Ayanla was gonna be like a Where Are They Now? Like, let me go back and look at shows I did in the past. What would I do differently? What did I do? Why did I do it? And then, like, can we get an update and see if the shit worked? So, like, after I looked at the first episode and she had those women on there, I don't know if you remember, it was like the Black women that had this like collective, and I think they were in Chicago, and they had like this really great thing going. It was like in the early days of like doing these types of like social media where they had like a blog, and each one of them would do a different thing. Like one was like a travel blogger, one was like food nutrition, and they were all Black women in Chicago. But then of course they had this big falling out. And so she brought them together. And I really, at the end, I was really waiting to see like, well, where are they now? Like, did any of them find their way back to being friends again? What are they doing? Because this episode had to be like maybe 10, 15 years ago, like when she first started doing my life. So I was like, well, where are they now? Like, what are they doing now? Like, where are they in their careers? Like one lady, her husband had died after a long battle with cancer. And like, she was talking about how she really needed these women at that time, like when she was going through that. And so like, it was like this great moment where they like all held her. And I'm like, well, where are they now? And yeah. And so when it got to the end and that was the ending, I was like, okay, I'm not interested in this. Cause I kind of want to update.
Right. I get what you're saying. I think I had the same.
She started doing celebrities. So I was glad that she was going back to the non-celebrity stories, but I kind of want to know, like, where are they now? But anyway.
No, I hear what you're saying. That's a very good point because I think I had the same kind of idea in my head, and then I saw a preview, and I was like, no, I'll save my watch time. Look, Chuck said she's just rehashing. I love La Queen said, I'd be so excited for Ready Love and be disappointed. We all are every season. It never changes.
I'm not excited anymore.
You don't get excited? Aren't we going to Chicago?
Yeah, I think it's Chicago next. The only reason why, but we never got a second season of Detroit, did we? Don't they usually do 2 seasons? We never got a second season. Was Detroit that bad? Damn.
Yeah. And did they do a second season of Philly?
I don't think they did a second season of Philly either. We just went straight to Detroit. Well, maybe they're not doing that format anymore. The reason why I say I'm not excited anymore is because it's so produced now. Like listen, reality TV is produced. That's just a fact. Reality TV is produced, full stop. But when it gets to the point where it's so produced that we can see the production,
right?
That's when it loses me. And like the last couple of seasons of Ready to Love have just been so produced that
I agree.
I mean, do I think these people are really gonna find the love of their lives? I mean, probably not. But when it just gets to the point where it's that produced, it's like, okay, I can't.
Right. Like we seen this before. Hey, Xavier. Both of those seasons were awful. Yes. Agreed. They were.
I want to know what that family is where that husband brought the sister into the household. I want to know about the man that had all them children. Like those kids should be grown by now. Most of them. I want to hear that. Like, give us your perspective. What was life like with this man with the 20,000 kids? Like, I want to know about the girl who was snatched at birth. And remember, the father was going. That's when Ayanla's son had to jump in because that girl cussed Ayanla out so bad. You don't know? You don't remember that one?
No, look, now you gonna have me going back to watch old Ayanla episodes.
Yo, it was bad because it was good for like television, but it was so bad because it was so real. They actually made a movie about her on Lifetime. Sherry Shepherd played the mama. She was.
I feel like I remember that movie, like the theme of that movie.
She was stolen out of the hospital at birth, and they didn't find out until she was like a teenager that wasn't her real mother. And so, of course, her real mother and real father were trying to connect with her, but of course, she's torn because the only woman that she's ever known as her mother, she loves
this
her.
Lady. Right.
Is this lady. And of course, now the lady's in jail, and they want her to hate the lady, and she's like, "That's my mom." Like, I understand the situation, but I don't know y'all. And so Ayanla was trying to force her to spend the night, like stay the weekend with them so they could, Kamaya Mobley, that's it. So they could kind of work through. And the girl like went off and she was cussing, Ayanla out. And then the father was like, no, you know, like, I'm not going to make my daughter stay here. She's not comfortable. She don't want to be here. Like, she don't have to be here. And again, my heart broke for her. Like, I understood. My heart broke for her, but I also felt bad for Ayanla because Ayanla, I don't feel like Ayanla was, I don't know. It was just a lot. But I would love to know, like, where are they now? Because I think the woman's out of jail now. And so I would love to know, like, where are they now? The guy.
Somebody said something in the chat about Pace sisters.
The Pace sisters, well, a couple of them passed away now.
Look, y'all gonna have me doing a deep dive as soon as we get off this.
There was another one. There was another one that I wouldn't mind seeing. Oh, the one with oh, I just had it and it just left me. Oh my gosh, I just had it and it let me. Oh, the guy, I was misremembering. That wasn't the one where the son jumped in. The one where the son jumped in, it was a guy. It was a married couple, and he was controlling. I'm not gonna say he was abusive because I don't have that much information, but he was very controlling. Right. And at one point, Ayanna asked him to leave so that she could talk to his wife like by herself, and he wouldn't leave. And then they ended up like he got in Ayanna's face, and Ayanna's son was like an EP on the show. So he got it. He like was like, whoa, that's my mom. Like you gonna get up out my mom's face? Like that's my mom. So like I would love to know. Yeah, like I would love to know. Because she did talk about that episode like somewhere else. And she talked about that episode and in that moment and, that whole situation. But it's a lot of those, like before she started doing the celebrities, there was some really great stories. There was another family, again, I mean, it breaks your heart, but it was another family that were abused. Like they had been in foster care and they were abused. And I think one of the boys was gay and he had some mental issues. Like she had some stories. Right. And I wanted to know the updates. Like, where are these people now? Like, do I expect that she turned miracles? No. But where are they now? Did anything she did help? Did you know what I'm saying?
Right. No, I agree with you. That's what it should be. Xavier, another good one, the ex-wife who convinced her kids that their daddy essayed them and it was all a lie.
Yes, that one too. Yes, Xavier. I remember that one. It was some really good stories. Like, and again, when I say good, I know these are other people's tragedy, but I mean, trauma, as seeing her work through these things, seeing her work through like these people's problems. So, and even when she first started doing celebrities, they were more concentrated. Like, I think one of her first celebrity shows she did was like women who had been on reality TV. And so she had like Sheree, she had Sunday Carter. It was like she had the lady from the Real Housewives of Potomac, and it was all about the husbands and those marriages and like infidelity and stuff. So yeah, they were all on reality television, but it was about marrying these athletes. I think it was all about like marrying athletes, but it was just it was just good. But then she started doing like a lot of these shows when they start flipping it to celebrity. You know what? I don't really want to see her do the Braxtons. We know what happened with the Braxtons. Like,
right? Yeah, I can agree. I think, and
we know. I mean, unfortunately, Tracy's not here, so I feel like it would just turn into another conversation about Tracy. We know where Tamar is. We know where Tony is. We know what Tawana. Like, we know. I don't. That's why I'm saying, like, I don't care about the and I'm not saying for y'all, but I'm saying for me. Those weren't even the stories that I wanted to, because that was like
I remember that, Chuck. Brandy and her cheating husband. I remember that.
Yeah.
From I'm pretty sure you're talking about the one from Basketball Wives. Yes, I remember that.
Yeah, Brandy. Yeah. That was just like with Marriage Boot Camp. Marriage Boot Camp was so good when it was just regular couples.
Right.
It was so good. When they started bringing celebrities on, it just went downhill. Like the show. Because those were some real couples dealing with some real shit. I remember that this one guy, he damn near.
Oh, you're talking about the episode. Yeah, that episode was wild, Lock Queen. I agree.
Oh, you said like the old Braxton episodes. Oh, okay. Yeah, like this man damn near is like, I think he forgot the camera was on. And he was trying to get his wife to have sex with him. And she was like, no. And he was like, and he basically was trying to force her. And then it was almost like he remembered, oh shit, I'm on camera. And then he stopped. And so the next day they pulled them into like this therapy session. And they were like, yo, so what was that about? And they were like, so does he do that? Like, does he pressure you? And they were trying to tell her, like, that's not okay. Like, that is not okay. Yeah.
Yes, Auntie Kimmy. Hey. Yes, Nephi and her husband. Yes.
Yeah, I do want to know where he is, because they're not together anymore. She still be on like TikTok and stuff. So but I would like to know where he is and how he's doing. Because he was depressed.
I don't know. I feel like Cole need to get up there and get her some therapy too, but that ain't my business. They
all came from a dysfunction. They all need therapy.
But yeah, y'all, we here. Y'all see, Really
Oh,
B
I'm
was
sorry. We just
so
spent 15 minutes.
excited, so
We just spent
excited
15
to
minutes
get into
on a
this
whole nother show.
episode that, she wanted to give you a build up the chat, get y'all all in the room so y'all can all get seated, get your snacks, get your pop, you know what I'm saying? Get ready for this recap, okay? So, like I said, if you ain't hit the like button, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and subscribe. We're going to go ahead and run this intro. When we get back, we're going to get into the put a ring on it. All right. Let's get into it. Let's get shady.
From skyline pain, shade in the city, true hit like a banger. I said it, I meant it, no need for disclaimers. Haters right away, but they just false claimers. Concrete beats are heavy like cinder. Looking for one, but the streets feel winter. No filters, no edits, I'm raw with my splinters. My life a movie, they watching the trailers. I'm not gonna hold you. Shade in the city, the life in the mold. You like and subscribe if you feeling the vibe. This is my word, I just let you inside. Slid in the city, I'm not gonna hold you. Shade in the city, my words gon' console you. Like and subscribe if you feeling the vibe.
Hey, y'all. We back with Mr. What is it? The most comfortable man in the world. Okay. Mr. Harvey, King Robes, or what do they call him? Robe King himself. Okay.
I don't know what they
Hey,
call
Miss
that man.
Rail. What'd you say?
I don't know what they call that man.
Really B said, I don't know this man. Sorry to that man. But
sorry to that man.
Right. So Dominique and Harvey, they on their date. He takes her to a bar and then gifts her with her very own robe, y'all. I said, well, ain't that nice? And then he apparently has a matching one so that, they can coordinate. All right. So Dominique admits that, because Travis goes missing from time to time, it made her want to emotionally cheat. And that's how we got in this situation with Harvey. Now, she shares that she's actually known Harvey before she even met Travis. And, they've had very bathrobe man. That's what you said, Auntie Eva, you a fool. But she says that, she's basically, they've had very long, deep conversations. And so then he's asking her, well, what are you looking for in your love life? And she said, well, I'm looking for somebody that I can build with, pray with. So Harvey asked her if, her and Travis pray together. And she says, well, we used to over the phone, but we don't do that no more. And, because we've always been long distance. And so Harvey thinks that, Dominique needs to move on from Travis and it might be in her best interest. And so Dominique changes the subject to him ghosting her just like Travis does. And I said, in the words of Really B, how did we get here? Okay. How? Because if he ghosted you, why would you give anybody his name to come up here on this show and play in our face and yours? But that's neither here nor there. Okay. So he admits that, at the time he was coming out of a bad situation and felt it would be better to ghost her than basically be a F boy. And so Dominique tells him that he could have communicated with her, and she returns home. I don't understand the attachments through the phone. Dom has issues. I don't. Okay, see, Chuck, I don't want y'all judging me, but I ain't gonna hold you. I used to be a very big long distance fan.
I was gonna say, let me say this. As a younger person, I do understand it. I mean, I understand that.
I just loved being able to go, like, yeah, I see you when I see you or you see me, but being able to go back to my peace, if that makes sense. Like not having to share living quarters and not like, yeah, it was just, I don't know. So I personally enjoyed it. But I can get what you're saying. Like, if every relationship you're in is a long distance, then that does make it tough. Like they talked about later on in the episode, it does make it tough to like build, real long lasting relationships. Wondering why the side dude was ghosting you.
Yeah.
Not a new superhero. Y'all are terrible. So then she gets home and she got her robe on, and so she runs to Travis's side. And I didn't like this. So he tells her to go throw the robe away that Harvey gave to her, and Dominique listens to him and does it. And then he admits, yeah, I'm territorial. And Dominique thinks, you being a little controlling, and I don't like feeling like that. But yet here you are curled up under him all in his face. And Travis said, I'm glad that you got the experience to see that the grass is greener with me.
So let me say this.
I was going to say, any thoughts, Really B?
Yeah, I was kind of liking Travis, but I absolutely did not like this whole exchange. I didn't like his condescending tone. I didn't like his.
He thinks he's the prize.
He definitely thinks he's the prize. I didn't like that. I didn't like the even later on, and I don't want to jump ahead, but even later on in therapy, the way he responds to things. I'll wait till we get to that. But yeah, this really left a nasty taste in my mouth. I ain't gonna lie.
I agree. Chuck said, but how does it become monogamous or to the point y'all are on this show? Now, I'm gonna be honest with you,
I would never be on this show.
What happened?
I was like, to be clear, let's be clear, I would never be on this show.
I wouldn't either. But to answer your question, Chuck, I think what confuses me is if we're not even living and we're still doing long distance after 6 or 7 years or whatever, how long these people been together, we're not going on no show talking about putting a ring on it. We ain't even got to the point of cohabitating yet. What are we talking about?
And we have told y'all time and time again. I think our timelines are a little bit different, but I think all of us are in agreement that there's absolutely no way in the world that I would still, after a certain amount of time, that's it. That's
right.
all. Like
that's all. Right.
I'm good on that. Like that's it. That's all. Yeah.
Chuck said, not you liking Travis. That ninja should have been blocked a long time ago.
No, when I say I liked him, I'm not like I thought he was boyfriend or husband material. But I mean, out of the 3 guys that they were given, he was my favorite.
I agree.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, I mean, if I saw him on the street, no, but like out of the 3 options that we were given, I mean,
I agree. And Xavier, I agree with your comment. They're on the wrong show. They need to be on this. I'm gonna be so honest. Every time I turn on this show, I be like, why isn't this Never Ever Mets? Because that's how it feels.
It feels like they merged the two. So yes, it feels like
that's exactly what it is.
It feels like they took the long distance part from Never Ever Mets and putting them in a house together, but then they brought in the going on different dates from Put a Ring on It. But they added the cheater part of it by, instead of it being random people that you're dating, at least one of the people that you're dating is somebody that you cheated emotionally or physically with. Like, that's what, because I said the same thing. I was like, oh, wait a minute. So this is just like Never Ever Met, except for, because I had to have that whole moment, like, duh. But
they really could have just made Never Ever Met cheating edition or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then at the same time, on Never Ever Met, these people be dating for 6, 7 years and never met each other. So is it really cheating if you never met each other?
Not when it's longer than 6 months, no.
Right. All 3 of these fools could kick rocks with that doctor. Okay. And not with the doctor. Leave Dr. Stacy alone. So speaking of Dr. Stacy, thank you, virtual co-host Chuck. So we move on. They had getting ready for their group therapy. She wants to hear about the ladies' dates. And so Mimi and Josh briefly talk about the tension between them and how, they've never argued this much. And I was like, I have a hard time. Or y'all long distance too?
Because they stay broken up. What you mean?
Right.
They stay broken up. What you mean we don't argue that much? Jabba.
So Dr. Stacy starts with Mia and Jaron. And this is the moment I said, Mia, blink twice, girl, if you need our help. Okay? Because she shares about, her date and Byron serenading her, and it made her cry. And so she admits, she felt valued. And when Dr. Stacy questions if Jaron makes her feel that way, she responds at times as she's sitting there tearing up. So she admits that Jaron talks to her crazy and she doesn't feel heard or safe. Jaron claims she ain't afraid of me. And so Dr. Stacy said, okay, but hold on. Or no, so then he brings up her comment about Cash and was like, she couldn't be afraid.
You can't speak to her. Like, you can't tell her she's not afraid. She don't have fear. Like, you can't tell her that.
Right. I was just like, I was like, I could never be with him. We would end up coming to blows on my behalf. Shade in the City don't condone violence, but you ain't gonna be talking to me crazy. Okay. So so Dr. Stacy clears that up. and basically said, you take no accountability. You need to find a better way to communicate. And basically everyone else can feel the fear that Mia got. And she said, and so how is she supposed to feel safe? And so he's suggesting confessional, we just going through some things. It's just a rough patch. We're going to get through it. And I said, yeah, he's not wrapped too tight. And she talks about how deeply he deals with his emotions and all this other stuff. And I said, I couldn't tell.
Yeah, I don't know what that situation is about. I'm gonna be honest.
And she does say in confessional that it's not that he's like physically a word, but he just be talking to me real, and his tone and I'm like, girl, just there's a such thing as verbal and mental.
Absolutely.
Right, Mia, you in danger, girl. Right. Now he's in Florida and she's in California. Absolutely. That's something's off, Miss Real. Yep. Something's off. It ain't right. What does it say? The milk ain't clean. So then we move on to what was the next couple? The man we don't like, Dominique and Travis. Okay. So they talk about her date, or she talks about her date with Harvey. Dominique admits that she was concerned Travis, might throw Harvey in the pool when he first got there. And Travis said he felt disrespected by Harvey showing up in a robe, and admits, I did threaten him a little piece. So Dom shares that, Harvey gifted her a robe and Travis asked her to throw it out. And Travis claims that Dominique, could have told him no. But Dr. Stacey asked, well, what would have been the consequences should she have not listened to your request? And he claims it's not about consequences and, more about my boundaries as a man. So Dr. Stacey asked Dominique what she thinks would have occurred. And Dominique admits she thinks he would have given her the silent treatment, and she doesn't feel safe when he ignores her, which then Dr. Stacey lets him know that he needs to learn how to, basically be respectful, respect Dominique the way she deserves. And in confessional, Travis admits he's possessive about Dominique because he loves her so much. And I actually think it's the opposite. I think how they say people act like that when they doing themselves? And that's exactly what Travis gives me. He's uber paranoid and overly, because he out here in these streets. If you ask me, that's alleged.
Listen, when Travis come up missing, wasn't he the one that lied about being in an emergency room or something like that?
Yes. Yeah, he said he had brain surgery, remember?
Sir, bye.
Look, Xavier said, so he talking you crazy over the phone that you pay for? I know you lying. I know you lying. I can't. Yes, that could also be psychological.
What makes it so funny when Chuck be saying stuff is I know how Chuck talks. So I hear his voice in my head when he be saying this stuff, and it's hilarious.
Oh, I can't. Look, I got to meet you, Chuck, so I can get that voice in my head. So Travis is now called Baby Mr. T. Okay, got it. You got it. We got a name assignment because that's what it was given with them chains. And it was so funny that you say that, Chuck, because we were scrolling through channels or something this weekend and ran across the A-Team, and my boo was busy trying to explain to the kids who Mr. T was because they have no clue. And I said, wow, that's so nuts. It's so much stuff. Like we even had to teach them who E.T. was before we got on the ride. We had to make them watch Men in Black before we got on the ride. I said, that's a shame. These kids will never know. Kids will never know. Our childhood was so great. Okay. Look, I knew Mr. T. So then we move on to Mimi and Josh. Okay. So basically Dr. Stacey asked her about her date with Cash. Josh admits
they just need to go home. They just need to go home.
I agree. 110%. They are wasting our time. So he was like, yeah, I thought that man was young enough to be my son. And he starts to joke about it. I love when Dr. Stacey points out that you do that often when you're uncomfortable. And Josh claims that, I don't do it on purpose. And so when she tries to dig deeper into how he's really feeling, Josh said, I'm sleepy and I'm a little thirsty. When I tell you, if I was Dr. Stacey, the way I would have told him to get up off my couch and go home. Because you're not going to play it. If I'm a real therapist and I'm here to give my time, if you're not here to really do the work, get out my face.
He's an asshole.
He is. So Mimi admits when Josh does this, it doesn't make her feel emotionally safe. And Mimi explains that, why she's able to talk to Cash despite his age because he's a better communicator. And so she says she knows what she's looking for, and this experience has reminded her of what she's missing. And Josh claims that he does care about Mimi, but if Mimi wants to open the door, she can open it and walk.
And that's when they should have left. When she said, "This reminded me what I'm looking for," that's when the end of this.
I can't with you, Xavier. What you mean you never watch E.T.? You said that ugly alien scared. Now, he was never cute. I never said that. E.T. was never a looker, okay? But,
just let you know how old. I saw E.T. in the drive-thru.
Oh, wow.
As a kid. I remember seeing it as a kid in the drive-thru.
Oh, wow. Look, just the fact that you said drive-thru. I'm like, I know they still have them.
I mean, drive-in, not drive-thru, but the drive-in.
I know what you're talking about. I knew what you were talking about.
Yep.
Chuck said he lived in a mansion north of Chicago, and he also dated a girl I went to school with. Oh, okay. So you really did know him. I thought you was joking. Lock Queen said,
he knew him. He said he knew Mr. T for real.
Yeah, for real. Lock Queen said they just want to be on TV. Cause why? I don't know.
I'm with Chuck you, Lock Queen.
Mimi is a damn fool, and Josh is a selfish mess. Absolutely. Mimi needs to find an age-appropriate man. Hey, as long as I ain't gonna say as long as he's legal, but the men's do it all the time. So I don't want to, I don't want to make it different just because it's a woman. Men's go and get younger women all the time. Okay. So then we move on to fun fact, Baltimore has one of the only drive-in movie theaters. Ash, hey boo. I didn't know that. I did not know that.
Well, drive-ins are coming back.
Well, I was gonna say I feel like I've seen one or two driving somewhere, but obviously never stopped to go.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna hold you. I would much rather sit in my car than sit in the movie theater.
Oh, let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you what I love doing. And I think they do it down at the harbor now, but down at the mall, we used to have something called Screen on the Green.
Yes, they do that at the harbor.
Anymore.
Yeah,
they do it at the harbor now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Screen on the Green was the best time. It was the best time. You would get out there early because they couldn't show the movie till it got dark. So that's 8. They would start showing it at dusk. So you would be there, but because a lot of people went after work, all those government workers used to go. It used to be during the week. It used to be on a Tuesday night. So you would get there. You have to meet there early enough to get a good seat. So we would just be out there. We would bring food. People bring their wine. People bring their food. Right. We have sandwiches and chicken and salads and stuff. Stuff like picnic food.
No, I would love that because the movies is getting too expensive.
There, and then we have our little chairs. And baby, when that movie got started, baby, that was some good. Let me tell you something. That was some good sleep. I don't know if I ever finished a movie, but I'm gonna tell you what, that was some good sleep, baby.
I can't. No, what we do. First of all, I would love doing that because these movie theaters are getting expensive. Yeah, they got little libations and stuff, but by the time you done, after just tickets, it's gonna cost you about $40 for 2 people. That ain't even include concessions yet. So yeah, it's getting real. We're gonna have to come visit you, Ash. Make a trip to Baltimore. Okay, so we can come catch a movie. But Chuck said Mimi better ride that boy. I can't with you. I bet he's got great recovery time and he fine. He okay. He ain't bad on the eyes. Ash said we talking about everything except this show. OWN needs to do better. Well, there's that. There is that.
Yeah, but, there's that.
We just like talking to y'all. We appreciate y'all being here. So then they move on. Dr. Stacy, asked if everybody's gonna go on a second date. Of course, Dominique says no to Harvey because he played in her face before, and so she's closing that door. And this, of course, makes Travis feel good, which I didn't like. She moves on to Mia, who decides she's going to close the door on Byron because he and Jaren are so closely acquainted, which I felt like was a mistake, but who the hell am I? And then Dr. Stacy asked Jaren how he feels about it. He said, well, I want her to make the decision based off how she feels, not because of me. And I said, just that response alone,
I think she liked him, but because of the close proximity of them, I think she was in her mind, I think she was thinking this is gonna make me look real messy. But I think
that's what she said. She admitted that.
Yeah.
You know what? It absolutely reminded me of, for all our Beyond the Gates people, it reminded me of Nicole and Carlton and Ted. Like that same type of closeness association. And that's why
Yeah.
she really didn't want to get down with him. But anyway, y'all. So she admits she be trying to protect Jaren's feelings. And so Dr. Stacy tells her, but you're neglecting yourself by doing that. So Mia tries to pretend, no, there's no emotional connection between me and Byron. And then she gets all emotional in confessional, saying that she wishes he would do nice things for her. And I said, girl, just give it up. You're not happy, sis. You're not happy. So yeah, I can't. So anyway, Mimi decides she's gonna go on a second date with Cash, and Josh claims he's happy that she's making the decision she wants to make. However, he admits he's not worried about losing her to somebody else, and he realizes he's responsible for pushing her away his damn self. So, and that's why I was like, so why are we here? I just don't understand. So Dr. Stacy said, well, you know what? We're going to meet as individually, the couples, and then we're going to bring in the person from the past to be a part of the conversation, which I don't know what this was about, why they decided to tie this in, how this was therapeutic at all. But okay, I don't have the degree. Go ahead.
Finger. So I was thinking the same thing, but then what I heard the therapist say, so that we can have an honest conversation and all questions can be cleared up. I think code word for now's an opportunity for you to get the truth so that we can get past these lies and you can make an honest decision based on what's really going on, and not basically I'm gonna get all three of y'all in the room so whatever lies are being told will be cleared up and you can make an honest decision based on having the real information. I think that's what it was.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes a little more sense to me.
But she know these people lying. She know these people lying.
Right. Ash. Okay, y'all do it for a road trip. Yes, we are. If you taking somebody for some stuffed salmon, you better include me on that. Okay. If you know, for those that know how I love salmon,
child, Lord, the way this girl loves some damn salmon. God,
okay. You better include me on that trip. Now,
if salmon is on the menu, that's what Teresa.
I'm gonna order. I don't care. We could be at the best steakhouse, and I'm ordering the salmon.
She is.
Right. Xavier said, I tried to see the Odyssey in IMAX, and they was asking $50 a ticket. I said, absolutely not. Right.
Exactly.
Run, Dom, run.
Okay.
Yes, I do believe all these people are playing in our faces. Stacey ain't got a degree either. So it don't matter. I can give advice because, okay, thanks, Chuck. I appreciate that. You co-signing. I forgot you got to order salmon from everywhere. Yes, Ash. You got to experience it. I'm telling you. Everybody does it differently. All right, but let's move on. So Mia prepares to go on her second date with Dr. Kevin, okay? Now, first of all, she admits that she was holding back with Byron because she didn't, like Really B already said, she didn't want to feel messed up. And she said, but she ain't doing that moving forward. So Dr. Kevin shows up and Jaren goes to answer the door and he was like, damn, I feel like he's a smaller version of me. So Mia likes what she sees and of course loves the doctor, right? And the fact that he's a Christian man. So they both connect on the fact that they're PKs. And basically she wants someone who knows how to pray with her. And so Dr. Kevin lets Mia know that he likes what he sees as well. And hopefully is looking forward to multiple dates. I like these two. Now, do I think Mia is going to be dumb and probably still go back and pick Jaren? Probably. But yeah, Dr. Kevin, I think, is more her speed. He just seems like he's more aligned. Jaren just seems angry to me. Chuck said, Dr. Kevin, you got to, I can't, Dr. Brother. You are so funny, Chuck. Now, we move on. Josh and Mimi, they go into their one-on-one session. I said, oh, hell, this can't be good. Where they at? Where my picture of Josh and Mimi? I got Jessica, but I ain't got Josh and Mimi. What? Oh, here we go. Is that? Okay, yeah. So then we learned that basically Stacey touches on Josh's lack of vulnerability with Mimi, and Josh says that he strives for a physical connection. Mimi admits it's been a while since they basically got into it or had some sex, okay, because she's not mentally stimulated. And I said, well, there's that. So Dr. Stacey said, well, we need to make a change, okay? Like Mike said, make a change, okay? Because if you don't, it won't work. Okay. I'm just saying, we got to make a change.
But this is what I'm going to say. And let me be clear. I am not defending a cheater by any stretch of the imagination. But what I will say is, in relationships, y'all have to be, I hate to use the term evenly yoked, but if sex isn't important to you and sex is important to him, y'all are mismatched, and that's going to be a problem.
Yeah, and she even said that's his love language.
Right. And I get it. I understand. And especially for women, I understand that if he's not stimulating you and if you're not feeling happy and all those things, I get it. But I also know that that's just going to open the door for him to keep doing what he already doing, which is cheating on your ass. And I'm not saying have sex with a man just to keep him. I don't want nobody to misunderstand. But the minute she said, well, sex isn't important to me, and he said, well, the sex is important to me, I said, oh, well, ding, 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 ding. There's the problem.
Right. And I'm sure and not saying, again, I'm with Really B, not saying, oh, you should just give it up, because he wants it. But I do think, I'm sure she probably is irritated. Like she said, not mentally stimulated. But I also know, and I'm not saying this is her, but I also know there's this thing that sometimes we like to do as women where we feel like if we hold out, it'll change the behavior. And I don't necessarily ever agree with that. Not that I condone cheating, but I think it just gives people a kick out the door to go do it. And that's not the way to resolve the issue. But that's just me. Do y'all think Josh is like Maurice Scott? Ooh.
No, I don't think he's like Maurice Scott. I just think that he doesn't want to, I don't think he takes the time to try to stimulate her. I think that when he see her, he just want to jump on her. And she's like, no. And so there's that. Because remember, they're not together all the time. So so the fact that she couldn't even remember the last time they were intimate, that's a problem. I'm sorry.
That is a problem. But you know what? Another thing that made me like, even just this is the first time we actually seen him open up a little bit, because he's been playing. And when he talked in all of this other sessions, and it made me wonder, which I know y'all are going to probably tell me they're paid actors and whatever, because I'm really trying to figure out what attracted you to him. Like mentally, you're not stimulated. He's not vulnerable. So I'm a little confused how exactly he ended up pulling you more than once. Because you left, broke up, and then came back. So I'm just trying to understand what is the reason?
Do he got some money?
Maybe that's it. I'm really trying to figure it out, because literally I was like, how did they get together? Like the other couples I can kind of see, but yeah, this one I'm just like, I don't.
I'm wondering if he got a little change, and I'm not even saying that to be funny, like
that part. So then, of course, we got to bring our good girl Jessica in to add her 2 cents. And Lord, why did we do that? Okay. So basically, Mimi asked Jessica why she walked in claiming Josh was her man. Why does she feel that way? So Jessica explains that came to see me for my birthday last year. And I think she said he spent a month there.
Yeah, she said they were a month.
Okay. And she said, and he told me that y'all weren't together. And she said, Josh always comes back. And she said, and Josh is very open and vulnerable with me. And Josh interjects and said, well, we go way back because, we dated for 7 years. And so Josh says that, I love her. So I love when Dr. Stacy was like, hold on. You mean like presently, like today? And he was like, yeah, I love her. And so, and then he also admits that, Jessica fulfills his physical needs when it comes to the intimacy. And so Dr. Stacy points out after Jessica leaves, you've said more about your love for Jessica than you have about Mimi this whole time, or this whole experience you've been here. And I don't know.
Here's your answer.
And this is what I guess I get it. It's a show, but this is the moments that make me mad, because as a real therapist, this is when you should have been encouraging her to make one of them to make a hard decision. So then basically she's like, all right, well, what are you going to do about Jessica? Because Jessica admits look, if he wanted to be together, I'm jumping at the chance to be back with him. And so Dr. Stacy said, well, Josh, what do you want to do? And he responds, you know, he need more time to figure this out. And when I said that would have been it for me.
That's what I'm saying. No, you don't need no more time. I'm gonna make this decision for you. You don't need no more time. We good. Enjoy.
Okay.
Go on and call Jessica. I know she's still outside waiting. Go on, call her.
Okay. And Chuck said, ain't this her second time? Yes. Second time on the show. Mm-hmm. Yes. Xavier, the fact that he spent a month somewhere and Mimi was still waiting on him, that part.
That's why I think that that's why I think that he must be some type of entrepreneur, like run a business or something, that because who can just, I mean, unless he works remotely, but who can just be traveling and be away from home for a month like that?
I don't know. That's a good point. And not questioning. But remember, he also said, oh, we won't together. And, you know, he probably played that game. Because remember, they only been living together for a year. Even though they've been, technically, in her mind, they've been together for 3 years. Xavier said, but Jessica, why would you want to be with him after he said you're just a release of his sexual urges? Woo! You said it.
Both of them women need to walk away, but they not.
Okay. Chuck said, I couldn't be a therapist. Stacy should have asked Mimi, what the is wrong with you? I agree, Chuck. I agree, hands down. So then we get to see Mia and Dr. Kevin. They do a sound bath. That was really cute. This makes Mia
what I thought of while they were on this date? I was like, it's time for us to do another sound bath.
You know she's doing a floating one this weekend.
You told me, but you never... I don't know if we ever got the information to decide what we were going to do.
I wish I could do it. I'm busy on Saturday, or I wish I could.
I think that might be what it was.
Actually, I think it's on Sunday. I think it's on Sunday.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was, that you couldn't do it or something. All I know was I want to do another sound bath.
Yeah, no, I was just a little worried. I was thinking about the last one, but then I was worried. What happens if I fall asleep on the float and then I roll into the water?
You're not going to drown. You will be all right.
Nah, I don't want to roll off into the water and then, you know.
Listen, you'll be all right. It's just
I ain't the best swimmer. You know what I'm saying?
All of us there, you're fine.
Look, I even asked her, I said, are you going to have a lifeguard on duty? She was like, what do you mean? I said, so if I fall in, I said, do I have to sign a waiver? And she was like, yes. I said, see, no. If I can't sue, I said, if my people can't sue, if something happened to me, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
But I love how when they were at the sound bath, she said, you know, once the sound started, I was able to think. Mm-hmm. And which again is what's great about a sound bath, is that it does let you relax and it does let you meditate and
right.
Excuse me. So I like that, but again, girl, you already know what the answer is.
Okay. And that's why I said I feel like a lot of these women kind of already know their answer. So it's like we said in the beginning, we would never end up on the show. You ain't got to tell me. I can figure it out on my own in the privacy of my...
I ain't gonna never listen, when I saw that part where that man said that he needed more time, but I literally was watching this going, I ain't never gonna give a man an opportunity to play in my face like this.
That part.
I ain't saying I ain't never been a fool for love. That ain't what I said. Because I mean, I've been a fool for love, but I ain't gonna never give a man an opportunity to play in my face like this.
I agree. Chuck, I don't know how deep the water is, but if it's over 3 feet, I ain't got it to do. You know, I'm only
ain't nobody
I'm only 5'1". So once I hit 4, I'm already, you know what I'm saying?
I'm 5'2", but I can swim. You good. You're good.
Yeah.
Right, Chuck. I mean, being a fool for love and letting somebody play in your face like this, that's two different things. We all been a fool for love at some point in our lives. We have all been a fool for love. But baby, the way that man played in both of them women's faces, talking about I need more time. You ain't got to worry about me. See, that's when I'd have got up. You ain't got to worry about me.
Okay. Let me help make your decision for you. So this was really cute, and you know, they're staring into each other's eyes and whatever. Dr. Kevin really enjoys Mia, and he's hoping that, you know, she will give him a second date. And Mia worries if she goes on a second date with him that there's a possibility that something may happen, that you might get rid of that man. That's what I hope that's what happens, because that's what needs to happen. Okay. So then we get Dominique. She's getting ready to go on her second date. And of course, Travis promises to, act like he got some sense this time. So she's going out, and Dominique's date, Sean, shows up. Now he got muscles. He wasn't the most attractive to me, but I'm sure he was attractive to somebody.
And his voice, it was something with his voice that I was like, what? It was like he was trying to talk macho or something. Like he was trying to,
right. So Dominique said, I like his muscles. He all right. Look, let me give you your time. So yeah, I was like, okay. And so yeah, they go. What did they go do? They play pool. That was cute. They had a cute little pool date, and then they sit down and talk. And basically, she opens up and explains that the most serious relationships that she's been in were two long distance relationships. And so he was like, well, do you think you're doing that purposely? And she basically admits, I never realized it, but yeah, I guess I am. Because, she has trauma from being hurt. She says she never desired to really be married because she's seen so much infidelity when she was younger. And so maybe that's why she's been in this long distance relationship with this man for so long and been cool with it. So yeah, she likes him, and goes back home to Travis, and he's interested to know if she's gonna go on a second date. And she said, well, I don't know. And he's not really sure how to feel about it, because he said she be adding a lot of fluff on her dates and making it seem like she went to church versus went on a date. And I was like, look, Chuck said his body was slamming. And I was like, that's because she's not really open to this process. And she admits that. She said, I'm here for my man. And so really, she's just on this show so he can, I guess, figure out where he want to be. Shout out to Donnell. But she already knows that's who she want to be with. So I guess she's just waiting for him to figure it out so he can put a ring on it. That's what I'm assuming, because I was just like, oh, okay, so you're not really looking for anybody. You're not gonna give anybody a real chance. Right. She was playing in our face. Thank you, Chuck. Absolutely. She was playing in our face. Now we get into their couples therapy session. Okay. And so, they bring Robin in. And so Travis comments on,
Did you see that outfit that Robin had on?
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. And so he was like, why would she show up to the therapy naked? So Dominique, asked when and how they met, and Robin explains they met in Vegas 6 years ago. So Dr. Stacy asked, well, when was the last time y'all spoke before this particular experience? And Robin admits that she reached out to him while she was in Atlanta visiting, even though she was in a relationship at the time. So Dominique calls her out and said, oh, so you feel good pursuing a man and he's in a relationship? And I'm going to be honest with you. Do I understand Dominique's perspective as you having self-value and self-worth and why you would put yourself in that position? But I also understand Dominique's perspective, which I have no loyalty to you. I don't know you. And I want your man. So why, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't know. It's just weird. This type of, so I can't believe you knowing that he had but you had a boyfriend. So that's to be expected. I was like, okay. So now you basically calling the girl a bopper. Okay. Robin wasn't playing, but I think Robin's a high-end Vegas call girl.
Oh.
Well. And so she was like, well, look, I normally wouldn't do that, but since you invited me to the situation to date your man, and she said, yes, I'm interested and I'm intrigued and I'm going to shoot my shot. So then, the two start going back and forth, and Dr. Stacy's like, hold on now. It's not, yes, call girl. That's what he said. So then she lets her know, look, you throw yourself in my man again and there will be consequences and repercussions. And Dr. Stacy said, what type of consequences is that going to be? Child.
And again, you mad at the wrong person. I mean, if she presenting herself as a whole, yes, but you still mad at the wrong person, because taking the show out of the equation, like the fact that you're finding out for the first time that she reached out to him when she was in Atlanta. Like, if he really is all in and it ain't no thing there, that ain't how you should find out.
That part. He should have disclosed. Look, you know what? She probably showed up in Atlanta the same time he was having brain surgery.
You know what? See, that's the question I would have asked. I said, well, when were you in Atlanta? Oh, right. Isn't that when you were having brain surgery?
Uh-huh. And you wasn't answering my phone? Uh-huh.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, that Travis ain't no good, y'all. And that was all I got for y'all this episode of the Put a Ring on a Cheathab. Y'all drop down in the comments in the chat. Let us know if you have anything to add. Next week does look spicy. Dominique finally takes off her rose-colored glasses when he brings Robin back home to the house half naked again. And I said, oh, you was looking for trouble.
Yeah, you was playing games.
Yeah.
Before we go, I do want to say, if you are interested in joining the football pool, it's a FanDuel football pool.
Yes.
I'm in it. Treese is in it. The link is on my community wall. It's too long of a link for me to put in the chat, but the link is on my community wall. It's the last thing I put on my community wall. So if you guys want to join, we have limited slots available. So we have about 2 more weeks before football season starts. It's open until September the 8th, which is the day before kickoff. So you have until September the 8th, but go ahead and get in there now, because again, once it's full, I can only put 20 people in the league. So I put it at the max, which I set it at 20. We already have over 10 people in there. So you may want to go ahead and get in there if you're interested.
Okay.
Because me and Tree, we talking trash.
Oh, yes, we are. Chuck said that right there. He was having work done on his head, but not the one on his neck. Ooh, Chuck. Chuck. Okay. Xavier said, I hope they fight. This show needs a good fight. I can see that. Yeah. We could use a little tussling. But I really do hope, and I know it's just a preview and a teaser, but I really do hope that we get to see Dominique leave. Like, I hope that when she says she's done, she really packs her and leaves the house.
She's not. Don't even get yourself worked up.
Don't get myself excited about it. Well, you know it come on tomorrow, so I ain't got that long to wait to find out. But
yeah, that is true. Yeah.
Yeah, right. But yeah, really, be what you got going on your side, girl. You back? You back at work? Damn,
girl, don't do that.
I'm sorry. No, I feel bad.
Actually, we're kind of in like a low. We're kind of in like a low period. September it revs up. Like right now, we're in our last week of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I have this Cheathab, Next Gen NYC, which I'm 4 weeks behind on that. So, child, I'm gonna just do one big review and get caught up on that. Right. But I think that's all I have right now. But September, it gets hot. We got the Real Housewives of New York, the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. We have Traitors. We have Love and Marriage. Right. A Different World. And we have Love and Marriage Huntsville. So September is going to rev up. But right now, and Beyond the Gates, which of course, JB and myself, we should be doing Beyond the Gates this weekend. Y'all know it's been about 3 weeks since I've done a review. JB has done reviews though. So y'all can go check those out. But we'll do probably on Sunday, because Saturday I'm already kind of booked up. So it'll probably be Sunday. I just got to check with his schedule. So yeah, we kind of chilling right now, but it's about to pop off in a couple of weeks.
Yep, I agree. And please, and I'm so mad. Why pop off when football about to come on? I don't need no distractions to keep watching my games. Okay, it's hard enough.
The Sunday nights be hard. I mean, y'all don't understand the struggle it is for me to do a live on a Sunday night, because
that's why I'm so happy. Atlanta's still be on. What'd you say?
Yeah, because I don't know when Salt Lake City or New York one of them are gonna be on Sunday night. I just don't know which one.
Right.
I mean, I could probably go look at the dates that they're gonna be on, because one of them is gonna take that slot from Atlanta. I just don't know which one. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Y'all will probably get that review on Monday, because especially the beginning of football season. Now, towards the middle end of the season, I might play around with it, but at the beginning, no. And y'all, Treese is really listen. I really want to go to the Tennessee Titans game, but Treese want me to go to a Giants game. But I think we play the Giants. I think it'd be cold.
We went last time and it was cold. It was like what, November, December?
It was not that cold. It wasn't that
cold.
we
just got a good weather day, but it was in the middle of the winter.
It wasn't that. It wasn't. It
wasn't that cold, but it was still November, December when we went.
It was early November. It was before Thanksgiving.
Okay, you're right. It was. Girl, it's still supposed to be cold before Thanksgiving. What you talking about? We just got lucky. Because remember when we got back, it was cold as.
No, but I think we play. So, hold on, let me look at my schedule. Because I remember looking at the schedule going, oh, hell no. Hold on, let me look at my schedule.
That's a very good question. When is Married to Medicine and Real Housewives of New Jersey coming back?
I don't know. I don't even know. Well, New Jersey's done filming. So they'll probably be back. I think they're going to be back in like January, February. They'll probably come back after. Because right now we have Salt Lake City, New York, and Orange County. They're going to probably come back after, I would say New York. They'll probably follow New York. Hold on. Let me look at this schedule. Because I feel like when I looked at the schedule and I saw when we played in New York, I think it was like late in the season. And I was like, absolutely not. Like the Tennessee game is in December, but I'll go to Tennessee in December.
Right, because it was supposed to be warmer, yeah.
Okay, so we play New York. Okay, so we play New York. It's a Thursday night game. We play on November the 12th. And that's hold on, is that a home game or an away game? And then we play New York again October the 11th. So the October 11th must be a home game.
Yeah, that sounds like it.
And then the away game is no, maybe that's not what I was looking at then. Maybe I was looking at the fact that it was a Thursday night game.
See, yeah, because you know me, I dip out and be working from home.
Yeah, but you can work from home.
Right, I'll be working from home from the hotel, okay?
But the Tennessee game is December the 6th, but that's Nashville. Like, I would go to Tennessee. And the tickets were cheap.
But I thought you said the tickets was ridiculous when you looked at them.
No, the tickets were cheap.
Oh.
The tickets were like, well, again, now they're probably more expensive, but when I first looked, the tickets were like what we paid for the Giants game last year. It was
not the tickets to the game. I'm talking about flights.
No, the flight, everything was cheap. That's why I was thinking about going, because the flight to Tennessee was cheap, and the tickets for like 100, like what we had last year, like 100 section with like 100 and some change. And I was like, oh, hell yeah.
You know what? Just slide me some information. You know.
Well, part of the reason
I ain't above no trip.
Right. Well, but so here was the reason why the reason why I was like, no, is because I just have so much going on right now.
Right.
Like I have so many other trips that I have going on. And I was like, I can make it work, but for my bank account, I probably need to not make it work.
I hear you. I know. Look, that's why I said let me shoot for November.
Like, that's really what I hesitated. I was like, I need to pay some of this other stuff that I already have going on, and I gotta pay. I was like, let me get some of this other stuff paid off first, and then if the prices are still reasonable, I'll do it. But right now, like I gotta pay off my cruise, and I gotta buy some flights.
And I was just getting ready to say I need to put my deposit down for the cruise. So yeah, I need to do that like next. Yeah, I need to do that like next week.
Oh shit!
Yeah. So you're gonna get me and nails on the cruise, y'all.
But I was gonna say, listen, if y'all ain't get on this cruise, let me tell y'all about to miss a good time. We're gonna have me, Abby Reviews, L Teddy 27.
Abby coming, yes.
Abby coming. Shade in the City.
Is Tracy coming?
And Spilly Boy TV is gonna be on this cruise.
Okay, good. I want to meet him.
As far as YouTubers, we're going to have some. Yes, Tracy is coming. Yes.
You know I love our bartender, Tracy. Yeah.
Tracy's going to get all y'all asses drunk.
Right. I love it. But yeah, y'all, y'all know I'm catching up now that I'm back. I need to drop y'all Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion part 2. I need to give y'all the rest of the Beyond the Gates for my members. I will be going live tomorrow night to discuss this week. Of course, we'll be Behind the Gates. And what else do I got going on? Like Really B said, it's been slow. Outside of catching up on what we already got, there's really nothing new to bring to y'all. I do plan on covering A Different World. And see, it's something else that comes. October is Love After Lockup. Then they also have this therapy, like couples therapy, Love After Lockup. So I'll be doing that in October as well. So yeah, like Really B said, come September, that's why I'm kind of enjoying this quiet little break that we're getting and just
I'm
pacing myself because I know it's going to be out the wazoo come soon. Is this a VV cruise? What do you mean, Virgin? Is that what you mean?
It's Royal Caribbean. It's a Royal Caribbean cruise. Ashtuck is a Royal Caribbean cruise, and it is Super Bowl weekend, which is also Valentine's Day weekend. So you can get a 2-for-1. If you need the information, hit a sister up. I'll forward you the information like ASAP.
Speaking of people hitting you up, Tawanda wants to know, can she add a person to her room for Alaska?
Yes, you can. Tawanda. Yes, you can. Call me, girl. You can.
Tawanda, you not going to the on the cruise with us? This cruise, or you going?
Yeah, she going on both cruises.
Oh, okay. Tawanda don't be playing. Tawanda be like me. Give me a reason to go somewhere, and I'm gone.
Yeah, as long as her job don't call her nowhere, she'll be there with us.
Okay, hey, I love that. I love that. Yes, please send me the info. Yes, we would love to have you, Ash. Mm-hmm. And look, is Cheryl going?
Cheryl is going on both cruises. Yep.
And we got Cajun. Girl, we is gonna have
Cajun. Cajun is going on both cruises. Yep, sure is. Cajun.
We are going to have a ball.
Cajun's going.
What about Dee Dee? Did you get Dee Dee to come along? I know she mentioned it at her at the event, but is she?
No. No. And I was trying to get in touch with the other young lady who was, the other young lady. I haven't heard back from her. I reached out to both of them though. The two people that were at the event, I reached out to both of them, but I don't like the press. You know what I mean? So I gave them information. As far as I know, let me say this: as far as I know, they didn't book. They did, but they have the information to book. So.
Look, Tawanda, I'm just putting this bug out there. I did tell Really B, I said, our next little thing we plan, I want to do a spa weekend somewhere in Arizona with all the spas and stuff. Now, obviously not when it's hot. Not when it's hot. We don't need to go and nowhere near the summertime. But get all our butts over there and get some relaxation going on, okay? But yeah, just throwing it out there. I gotta inspire her because, like she said, she already got enough going on that she done committed to.
Yeah, that's what I said. I need to get because I do want to plan a spa weekend. I already have some ideas. It's just a matter of when and all that good stuff. So, but I also listen. Really Be Travel. We got a lot going on. Really Be Travel got a lot going on, y'all.
Yeah. So thank y'all. We're gonna get up out of here. Thank you so much for being here with us. We'll catch you around this same time. Well, Wednesday next week. And love y'all. Thank y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Really B, you forgot your line.
Oh, subscribe to the channel.
And
listen, I'm trying to hit 20,000 subscribers before the end of the year. So again, if you're seeing this on the replay, we need 478 subscribers. Chuck is in charge. 478 subscribers. So if you are seeing us through Shade in the City, or if you're, and I'm not talking about this channel, I'm talking about my main channel, my Really Be TV channel. So if you're not subscribed to Really Be TV, my main channel, please subscribe, y'all. We're trying to get to 20K by the end of the year. We want to have a hell of an end of the year, New Year's celebration. Okay, we're trying to get there. So please, and hype this video. Hype this video. If you catching this on the replay, hype us up.
Yes, hype us up. Yes, go support all the people on the Shade and City side watching Really Be if you're not already following. And look, since we just going out here putting out prayer requests, I'm just saying, your girl is trying to hit 3,000. I need like maybe 350 more people. Okay, 350 more people. Okay, to hit my little 3K.
So y'all are on my side. Please subscribe to, even though we give y'all this 2-for-1. Subscribe to Shade in the City.
Yes, please do, because I'm trying to hit my 3K before our Shade anniversary. Okay, the Shade anniversary is coming up. Yes, Shade anniversary. I love it. But yeah, y'all. So y'all be good. Happy pre-Friday, early Friday. Okay, but happy Friday, y'all. Y'all have a good weekend. Be safe. Oh, Really Be. We having crabs this weekend. I don't know what you're doing, but we'll talk offline. I'm gonna pop open some crab legs. I got a whole bunch.
Those aren't. Don't do that. Don't.
Oh, because I said crab legs and okay, my bad.
You're gonna have to
Either way, it's crab child. Chuck said, like and hype all the channels. Don't make me find y'all. That's right, Chuck. But thank y'all. We love y'all. And we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.